Hello everyone, this is Mr. Dark with another, another vlog. I was actually not expecting to do another one, at least for another another week or two, but some things have come up, so I've had to go and tweak my schedule a little bit in reference to the channel and all that stuff because of personal things. Couple of things as far as the channel is concerned. I did say that I was going to try to go ahead and have a special new Let's Play coming up on the 24th. That might get pushed back to the following week. Now, only because of the fact that the game that I'm looking to go ahead and do comes out exactly on Friday, the 24th. With that said, I don't know, because of my own personal job and such, that I'm actually going to be able to get to the store to be able to pick it up, or even have enough time to download it. I do work pretty late hours, unfortunately. So with that said, I have a couple other videos that I might be posting up. First one is actually coming up on excuse me, coming up this coming Friday, not tomorrow, but the following Friday. Something that a little treat that I think all of you will definitely enjoy. But another thing, as opposed to wondering, hey, wasn't there supposed to be a game today? Well, like I said, because of scheduling things, I'm actually making this vlog today expressing that I'm sorry, but there actually isn't going to be a game Let's Play. You just have to listen to me talk for the next some minutes. I'm actually switching Dragon Age Inquisition, because now that Lich and Battle Mage is all said and done as of this past Monday, we'll finally finish the game. Moving the slot over to Mondays instead. So expect supposedly today's episode Monday. Final Fantasy still working out just on Wednesdays. As far as Fridays are concerned, like I said, next couple of weeks are going to be a little off. Going to try to add in a couple of different videos, maybe a different game or two here and there. And then, like I said, next week's video, hopefully if I can, fingers crossed, get everything edited up and figured out, you'll be able to go ahead and see that and hopefully enjoy that little video tidbit. But that's as far as the channel is concerned. Like I said, we're probably looking at the 30th, I believe. That's the next day. Yeah, no, sorry, the 31st. The 31st is going to be the next possible day for the new game release. And that's going to be kind of weird because I'll actually be going on vacation to visit some very dear close friends of mine coming on that entire week. So that might go a little hectic, but just, again, bear with me a little bit as far as that's concerned. Had something else that I wanted to go ahead and talk about a little bit. This is just getting a little bit more on the kind of semi-serious, semi-personal side. It's just been some things that I've been, thinking about as of late. It's just life in general. I mean, things, especially with things going on in today's events, and things have kind of seemed uncertain. And it's just that life just kind of, how do you say it? Life is a bit of a bitch, to say the least. There's no other way to really describe it. It's just, everybody's got their own issues to deal with, going through the day-to-day grind. I know myself, I just kind of seem to float along a little bit. And I'm sure there's a lot of other a lot of you out there that can definitely relate to just feeling like floating along, not really know what you want to do with yourself, all that good stuff. And you know what? It really sucks. I mean, something that my folks have always taught me is the fact that getting through life is as simple as point A, B, and C. We're all at point A in some point of our lives. Once we know what point C is, trying to figure out the path to get there, which is point B, is relatively simple, especially if it's something that you're super passionate about and it's something that you absolutely want to do. It could be anything from as simple as, looking for a new career, even finding a new project, something like that. Even something as simple as planning for a vacation follows the same logic. It's just, once you figure out what you want to do, it becomes so much easier just trying to get there, because the path kind of just lays out for you, and then you're more driven to go and set yourself up on that path to get where you want to go and do what you want to do. However, unfortunately, a lot of the times that figuring out what point C is really difficult. It's kind of sucks trying to figure that out sometimes. I mean, we all have things that we wanted to do, especially growing up, things that you feel like, hey, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And then reality hits, things happen, you make choices that may have been good for you at the time, but may not have panned out later on, or just choices that just didn't pan out completely. And I've been there plenty of times, but it kind of sucks once you get to that point where you're just, like I said, floating in limbo, not knowing really what to do with yourself. Not to yourself, do with yourself. But sometimes it takes that long to go ahead and figure that stuff out, especially if, especially at any point, actually, at any point in your life. Because, quite frankly, sometimes it takes people years, decades even, or maybe even a lifetime to figure out what they want to do. But even if it does, so long as you don't give up trying to go and figure out what you want to do, then things will improve and get better. Not necessarily in the way that you think they will, but typically in some way, shape, or form, even if it's not the way we expected. As I always like to go ahead and say, it's dusk before dawn. Bad things and hard times will always come before the good times will. And that's true in life. Everything is always in a cycle. Like I said, dusk before dawn, dawn before dusk. Bad things will always happen before the good things do, and good things will always happen before bad things do. So you gotta go ahead and remember that that's the whole, like I said, it's the cycle of life. You go and brace through the hard times, trying to go ahead and just figure out, just try to go and deal with life, I guess. Not just saying as far as dealing with problems and stuff, but just like I was going back to a little earlier, just figuring out what you want to do with yourself. And then even if you made a choice that necessarily didn't work out in your favor, and maybe the consequences from that aren't so great, maybe you put yourself into a position where life just kind of sucks right now, it will definitely get better. And that's something that I always have to go ahead and remind myself and tell myself, that despite how things feel, things are going to get better. They always do. Even if it doesn't seem at the point in time. And when things get better, it may not be better in the sense that you might be have been thought before. It might go into a completely different direction you never expect. But even still, no matter what happens, things will always get better. And you know what? Life, yeah, it sucks. But so long as you just keep trying to improve, keep trying to live life, and you just don't just stop and give up, there's always the possibility that things are going to change sooner than later. If you don't, then you just become subjected to what life wants to throw at you. And sometimes that's all well and good, but other times, while unfortunately 80, maybe 90% of things that are out there in our lives we literally can't control, the other 10% you can do, at least try to go ahead and swing things in your favor. So, like I said, just remember, things will get better. Things will always get better, even if it doesn't seem like it will right now. So, that was just some thoughts. Don't know how long the video is, but it's probably going to be shorter than my other vlog. Like I said, just wanted to talk about some things as far as the channel, as far as my own personal life, just some things that I'm thinking of. Hopefully, I'm looking to go ahead and do yet another vlog sometime sooner to go ahead and do the little countdown for the new game. So expect to go ahead and see that later on. But until that point, thank you all so much for watching. If you like, comment, favorite, subscribe, it's going to help this channel grow just a little bit with your help. And until our next adventure, ladies and gents, this is your host, Mr. Dark, signing off.